Hello children, welcome to AIMS India online session, Biology. We have been discussing about nature and scope of biology. So here biology is a branch of science which deals with the study of living organisms. The history and scope, history we have studied, and now branches and institutes of biology we are going to discuss here. Okay, so let us proceed. What is biology? Biology is the science which deals with the study of living objects and their life processes is called biology. It is derived from the Greek word bios plus logos. Bios means life, logos means study. Study of living things is called biology. The term biology was coined by Jean Lamarck. The term biology was coined by Jean Lamarck. What does biology covers? The biology covers all aspects of the study of living creatures like occurrence, classification, ecology, economic importance, external form, organization, internal structure, nutrition, health, and other body functions, reproduction, life history, inheritance, and origin. Okay, so almost many aspects of living organisms can be studied under the subject biology. The term biology often replaced by the term life sciences or biological sciences or natural sciences. In CBSE and ICSE curriculum, they used to call natural sciences. Okay. Next, Aristotle, the scientist Aristotle is known as father of biology. Who is the father of biology? Aristotle. There are three main branches of biology. They are botany, zoology, and microbiology. What are the three main branches of biology? Botany, zoology, and microbiology. So botany is the branch of biology which deals with the study of different aspects of plants. What is botany? The branch of biology which deals with the study of different aspects of plants. And Theophrastus is known as the father of botany. Who is called father of botany? Theophrastus. Who is called father of biology? Aristotle. Next, zoology. Zoology is the branch of biology connected with the study of different aspects of animals. What is zoology? Zoology is the branch of biology which is connected with the study of different aspects of animals. And who is considered as the father of zoology? Once again, Aristotle. Aristotle is known as the father of zoology. Next, microbiology. What is microbiology? Microbiology is the branch of biology dealing with the study of different aspects of microorganisms. What are microorganisms, children? The organisms which cannot be visible to our naked eyes are called microorganisms. Leeuwenhoek is known as the father of microbiology. Who is called the father of microbiology? Anton van Leeuwenhoek. He discovered bacteria and unicellular organisms, and he is considered as the father of microbiology. Okay, children, who is father of biology? Aristotle. Who is father of botany? Theophrastus. Who is father of zoology? Aristotle. Who is father of microbiology? Leeuwenhoek. And what is biology? Study of living organisms. What is botany? Study of plants. What is zoology? Study of animals. What is microbiology? Study of microorganisms. Okay, let us proceed. The main branches of biology. Biology is the branch of science. Again, it has several sub branches, like number one, taxonomy. Taxonomy is the science of identification, nomenclature means naming, and classification of organisms. The branch of biology which deals with the identification, naming and classification of organisms. It is called taxonomy. Next, morphology. It is the study of external form, size, shape, color, structure, and relative position of various organs, various living organs of living beings is called morphology. Morphology is divided into two parts: external morphology and internal morphology. Morpho means physical, external. Logos means study. So, for example, plants, study of the structure of root, structure of stem, structure of plant. Periphyally means externally. A plant consisting of root system, shoot system, that is called morphology. Whereas internal morphology, it is also called anatomy. Then when you observe under the microscope the cross section of root, cross section of leaf, cross section of stem, then it is called anatomy. Okay, next come to anatomy. What is anatomy? Anatomy is the study of internal structure which can be observed under unaided eye after dissection. Means after dissection or cross section, when it is observed under the unaided eye means microscope, that study is called internal morphology, or it is also called anatomy. Next, histology. Histology is the study of tissue. The study of tissue organization and structure as observed through light microscope. Study of tissues is called histology. Next, cytology. What is cytology? It is the study of form and structure of cells, including the behavior of nucleus and other organelles. The study of cells is called cytology. Okay. So here one thing you have to remember, if you are studying the classification of plants, it is called plant taxonomy. Okay. If we are studying the tissues of plants, then plant histology. Okay, like that, depending upon the type of living organism we can also name. So here so far we have studied 5 main branches. What are they? Taxonomy, it is the study of classification of living organisms. Morphology, study of external characteristic feature of living organisms. Anatomy, study of internal structure of living organisms. Histology, study of tissues. Okay. Cytology, study of cells. Okay, children, let us proceed. Next branch, cell biology. Cytology itself, later it turned into the more sophisticated, more analyzed study of cell. So it is called cell biology. What is cell biology? Cell biology is the study of morphological means external, organizational, internal, biochemical, okay, chemical composition, physiological means functional, genetic, okay, means hereditary, about DNA, genetic, developmental means how it is formed, how. Next, pathological means about the germs, microorganisms, okay. And evolutionary means history. So all these aspects of cell together called as cell biology. What does cell biology includes? It is the study of morphological, organizational, biochemical, physiological, genetic, developmental, pathological and evolutionary aspect of cells and its components is called cell biology or molecular biology. Now come to molecular biology. What is molecular biology? It is the study of nature, physico-chemical organization, synthesis, working and interaction of biomolecules. Biomolecules means carbohydrates, proteins, fats, DNA, all these are biomolecules that bring about and control various activities of the protoplasm, means living substance of the cell. It is called molecular biology. That's why cell and molecular biology it is called. Okay. So what is protoplasm? Protoplasm is the living substance. The term protoplasm was coined by Purkinje. The protoplasm was considered as a physical basis of life by Huxley. What is the chemical composition of this protoplasm? Protoplasm is made up of biomolecules, okay, like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, nucleic acids. These are all, okay. Next, physiology, another important main branch of biology. It is the study of different types of body functions and processes is called physiology. Physiology of respiration, physiology of digestion, physiology of excretion means how that system works. Digestive system, respiratory systems, excretory system, reproductive system, how that system works. The functional aspects can be studied under this physiology. Physiology is the study of different types of body functions and processes. Next, embryology. What is embryology? Embryology is the study of fertilization, growth, division and differentiation of zygote and differentiation of zygote into embryo or early development of living beings before the attainment of structure and size of the offspring. Means the studies from zygote to the total development. What are the stages of development? So that is called as embryology. Here the different terms we come across. Fertilization, the process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Okay. Next, growth. Growth means change in the size of organism. Then division, cell division. Okay, one cell becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, like that. And differentiation. Differentiation means after cell division, those cells will form into different layers, embryonic layers, germ layers. Okay, ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, like that you will study in your higher class. Then zygote into embryo. Zygote means it is the result of fertilization. After fertilization, that single cell or fertilized egg is called as a zygote. That zygote divides and redivides by cell division and develops into embryo. So the study of that development stages is called as embryology. Okay, children, what is cell biology? The study of morphological, organizational, biochemical, physiological, genetic, developmental, pathological and evolutionary aspects of the cell and its components is called cell biology. What is molecular biology? It is a study of nature of physico-chemical organization, synthesis, working and interaction of biomolecules that bring about the control of various activities of the protoplasm is called molecular biology. What is physiology? Study of functional aspects of living organisms. What is embryology? Study of developmental aspects of living organisms is called as embryology. Next branch, ecology. What is ecology? Ecology is the study of living organisms in relation to their organism and their environment. The study of organisms in relation to their environment is called ecology. Next, genetics. Genetics is the study of inheritance of characters or heredity and variation. What is heredity? Heredity is nothing but inheritance of characters, transfer of characters from parents to offsprings. Offsprings means children. Heredity is the study of expression and transmission of traits. Traits means characters from parents to offsprings. The study of heredity and variations is called genetics. Next, eugenics. Eugenics is the branch of biology. It is the science which deals with the factors related to improvement or impairment of race, especially the human race or human beings. Eugenics is the genetics of human beings. Okay. Next, evolution. Evolution, it studies the origin of life as well as new types of organisms from previous ones, how the new organisms are formed, their history from the previous ones by modifications involving genetic changes and adaptations. Genetic changes and adaptations. It is called evolution. Origin of life, study of origin of life. Paleontology. Paleontology means the study of fossils. Study of fossils. What are fossils? Fossils are nothing but the organisms which are present once upon a time, but present not there. So their dead remains are called fossils, like dinosaur. It was not there now, but fossils of dinosaurs will be come out at the time of excavations. So these geologists will do the excavations. Excavations means digging, okay, mining. At that time some dead remains of other organisms will be noticed. Okay. Now, by studying those fossils, we will be knowing the history. Once upon a time, this animal was there. Okay, how we could able to say? By studying the fossils. That subject is called paleontology. Next, exobiology. Exobiology means it is a branch of scientific inquiry dealing with the possibility of life in outer space. Space biology it is also called. Okay, studying the living aspects present in the space, on the moon, on the different other planets other than Earth, then it is called exobiology. Next, virology. It is a study of viruses in all their aspects. Next, these are the important, some of the main branches or major branches of biology. So there are so many other branches are also there, which you will come across when you go to the higher classes. Okay, institutes of biology. Institute. What is an institute? An institute is a place where the better education you will get. Okay, here biology institutes means where research work is done, because at home all the equipments are in the school, all the equipments may not be there, but an institute means it has a provision for different types of technological instruments which are required for the scientific research. Okay, their institutes are nothing but research laboratories, we can say in short form. So some important institutes of biology: All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS. It is located at New Delhi, and it deals with the basic science departments. Okay, next, CCMB, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, located at Hyderabad. Research on cells. Okay, it is an institute where research on cell. Next, Central Drug Research Institute, CDRI, located at Lucknow, and it deals with the research on drugs or medicines. CDRI. Next, ICGEB, International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology, located at New Delhi. Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology. Okay, so these are genetic engineering and biotechnology are the sub branches of the molecular biology. Okay, next, another institute, NBRI, National Botanical Research Institute, located at Lucknow. It deals with the plants, research on different plants. Indian Agriculture Research Institute, IARI, it is also located at New Delhi, where the agriculture, the process of agriculture, new innovations in agriculture, everything deals with the Indian Agriculture Research Institute, located at New Delhi, IARI. National Institute of Nutrition, NIN, it is also located at Hyderabad, deals with the nutrition. What are the different nutrients, their value, their chart, okay, and research on the nutrition. Next, CSIR, the famous institute, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. After completion of the master degrees, they will write the entrance CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, located at New Delhi, an autonomous body that has emerged as the largest research and development organization in India. CSIR. The famous scientists come out, the Indian scientists from this institute, CSIR. Industrial, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. It's a dream. Okay, children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.